Okay, we're going to do this question, question number 2, the statistics question, and it talks about this milk production with some cows. They give the ages of the cows and they give the milk production of the cows. Now, I'm just going to show you how I do it on a calculator. So, what I'm going to do is just get started. I'm not going to do the whole thing on the calculator. I'm going to bring up my calculator here, and I'm just going to show you, say I've got I want to put this data in, and they talk about a regression line in the last question. So this is a regression problem. You go mode, you hit stat, and it's the A plus BX button where you'll have X and Y. We're looking at the correlation between two factors like age and milk production. Anyways, you press 2 when you're doing regression lines. Now I'm just going to put in a few things here, like 4 for X, and I press equals. And then there's another 4-year-old cow, and then there's a 6-year-old cow, and then there's a 7-year-old cow. I'm going to stop there to save a little bit of time and just show you how it goes. Then I'm going to go back in. I'm going to put in their milk production, 140, and then equals, and then 134, and then equals, and then 126, and then equals, and then 125, and then equals. Now, the nice thing about this is you can go back and check in your calculator and make sure you put everything in right. Well, I've got the first 4 things in right. Now, what you do is you hit clear, all clear, and then you go shift stat. Now, the first questions ask about means and standard deviations. And for that one, that's variance. You hit number 4 and then press equals, and there's your answers. If you go 5 and then you press equals, that's the mean. That's the mean. And with just a few numbers I put in, I got 131. When you do it with all the data in there done properly, you'll get 119.33. If you go in and you go back, this is what you do. You press all clear, go shift, and then go stat, and then hit that variance button again. And look, oh, Y is the milk production. There's the standard deviation. It's number 6, not this little s, number 7. It's this one, sigma Y. So you press 6 and then equals, and out would come your answer. I only did 4 cows, but if I did all the cows and did it, when I finished, I would come and I would get that standard deviation. So for the milk production in my calculator, the mean is 119.33 liters, and the standard deviation is 10.93 liters. Now the next question asks, how many cows are within 1 standard deviation of the mean? Well, all you do is you take the mean and you add a standard deviation and you get a number. And you take the mean, which is 119, and you subtract the standard deviation, you get another number. Now, they want to know how many cows fit between 108 and 130. So just go to your table and go, well, the first cow, 140 and 134, they're not in there, but a whole bunch of other ones are. And then they go out, the last 2 on either on the ends. 4 of the cows are outside. So that means 8 of the 12 cows lie between 1 standard deviation of the mean. That's a 66.67% percent of them lie between, 2/3. Okay. Now, if you go back in your calculator, oh, maybe I'll do that then. I'm going to go back in the calculator and I'm going to clear it and I'm going to go shift stat. And this time they asked for us to figure out shift stat. They asked for us to figure out the equation of the regression line. Well, there it is, REG. And there's all the stuff we need. Y equals AX plus B. That 3 is called the correlation coefficient. If it's a number that tells you between -1 and 1, it tells you how strong the correlation is. But you can get A just by going 1 and then A pressing equals. Now, I didn't put in all the data. When you press it, you'll get 148.106. Then you clear it. You go back, you hit shift, stat, and we go to that regression thing again, number 5, And there it is, B. That's the gradient of this line. That's the number that goes in front of X. And I'll just press it. I only put in the first four pieces of data. I did get the same kind of number, negative 4.33. If once you put in all the data, you're going to get a nice number. Negative, well, you're going to get this number, which you round off. There's the equation of your regression line. Now, sometimes you'll say, okay, what if you had a cow that was 5 years old? What kind of milk could you predict that it would produce? Well, if you're going to use the regression line, a best fit to do a prediction, just put 5 in there. 5 times negative 3.2, add it to 148, and you'll get your prediction. And that's how you do it. I hope this helps. Okay.